welcome to the Twin Flame Divine Love Super Full Moon in Gemini reading for December 3rd, 2017. This full moon is especially good for Aries, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and of course Gemini. The energy is changeable and fickle, and they're like some of these things to kind of explore right about now around this full moon is, have we been gossipy, superficial, or flighty? Have we been avoiding other people's feelings? Too quick to change our mind or too restless? Have we done enough to expand our mind? And it is also time to slow down and be real with others. Mercury's going into retrograde at the same time. So it's a time and it's going to be until the 22nd of December. So it's not a time to make big decisions, and communication can be affected. And there are some other negative aspects within this super full moon and the Mercury in retrograde, but I tend to just want to focus on the positive things, how we can get through those negative energies. So the positives are at the time of the retrograde, it's time for us to pay attention to the past and gain new information that perhaps we overlooked before. We can unearth buried truths or thought patterns that may be blocking us. It's an opportunity to tap into our subconscious mind and understand on a deeper level while receiving messages from the divine on the path to take to move forward. Mercury retrograde starts on the full moon and ends around the solstice, giving us energies to help wrap up any loose ends, bringing closure to the year, clearing mental ego chatter, nagging thoughts from our past, or unresolved issues will be given the opportunity to be rehashed and released, helping us to enter 2018 with a fresh perspective and a new outlook. So messages we receive during retrograde period are needed to be heard, but we may not understand them until Mercury goes direct again on the 22nd. So just take in those messages, things going on, and being like, what is this about? Because I believe that it's already started, okay? This week leading up to the moon, and since it's like a super full moon, those energies are there. Things really poking at us, trying to figure out, with every moon, I believe in releasing stuff. So trying to figure out what to release, as well as the retrograde, like communication, and even at that time of retrograde, there's some, technical difficulties with electronic devices, and even some problems with travel. So it's really not a nice time to have a retrograde, being the holiday season. But this is why I wanted to focus on the positive part of it. So we can really try, to me, that negativity can be out there, but we don't have to necessarily take part in it. We can recognize it and stop it before we get all involved in the drama of it. So when we use Mercury in retrograde energy in the positive way, we can feel empowered rather than inconvenienced. So it's just to be aware of it, that it's around us, but it's also a time where, like I said, we can find out these messages and get some information, because it's almost a time that you're sitting within yourself and all the situations around you kind of slow down, and you just get to figure things out. So it's a plus that it's at the end of the year, so we can step into the 2018 in a better way. But it can be somewhat of an inconvenience for travel and things like that. But they say mostly if you make your plans before the retrograde, things can go smoothly. It's just during retrograde, making big decisions, or, I was telling people that maybe they could write down their Christmas list, right? If they're going to make some big purchases, write it down now before the retrograde. So then it's like you already had the intention, and then you're stepping into it at that time. So it's a good time to wrap up loose ends, right? And recognize things from your past and help you on that path to move forward from those divine messages we receive. So also for this full moon, what I'm feeling, I don't know really. I mean, there's been so much going on and so much to heal, as we know, and just really some anxiety as we get to the end of the year of where we have been, what we have wanted for this year. Did it kind of pan out? Where are we now? But I always really want you to focus on the fact that look how far you've come. Maybe you haven't reached your exact goal and you've had to tweak it along the way, but really look how far we've all come. And we have. And it's been a good year of really putting things together, figuring things out, and clearing some of that karmic energy once again. So with this moon, And it's a super one. There are some negativities, but we're going to focus on the positive ones, and we're going to see what they're wanting for us at this time within those energies. Okay, let's get to it. I probably should have just been doing this while I was talking. Okay, yeah. So as you know, we have the energy that's surrounding us from this moon, what to focus on to let go during this time, what to focus on to receive, and the divine energies that are around us to be aware of, to take part in, what they're wishing for us. And then the overall energy of the moon that we can use to better recognize what we want for next year. Here we go. All right, so let me see. Get it all within the frame. Here we go. Okay, so the energy surrounding the moon for the masculine to be aware of. 3 of Raphael. Reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So this is a very nice energy surrounding the moon, right? And it's definitely, you know, as we've been saying, moving more away from, especially toward the end of the year, and you're really thinking about, okay, what went on, what's going on, and how am I feeling about all these things? And so it's really that retrospect of, okay, seeing how far they've come and moving from the karmic energies. I know some of us can be frustrated that these energies are still around, but it's also that we're working on ourselves too. So whatever energies there have been some release, definitely, with all the healings everyone's been doing, but it's reasons to celebrate because there is movement forward, as we know, and there can be more movement with going into the next year because of, I feel the masculine is really being frustrated as well, right? As we were frustrated with divine timing, they're kind of frustrated with it, and they're seeing more and more of what they do not desire in their life, and they're trying to move forward from it. But it's also this feeling of how or what, and they've done a lot of it. I'm telling you, feminines, they've done a lot of it. It's just that even this time of the holidays is kind of difficult as well. But it also has them sitting within it and recognizing this is the same thing over and over, and I'm wanting to step out of it. And that's what I'm feeling for this moon, that there's going to be big revelations surrounding it. It's got the retrograde, so there's also chances of arguments and all that type of really turmoil in a way, but like, it's like brewing. It's really brewing at this point in time. So even with the Mercury in retrograde, there's going to be miscommunication within their karmic situation. Okay, and some things really coming to light because it's the super full moon, so you get extra truth coming through. So any messages that you get from your masculine, it is going to be truth right around this time. So pay attention to it. Also, let it help you release some things. But for them, it's like they are in a better place. Okay, so these energies are surrounding them so they can take this on and see it in the right way. But I'm still feeling some frustration from them because I feel their abundance is coming through. Everything's really working out for them because they've been doing the work as well within the karmic situation. But there's still some residual, as there was for the feminine, for us to work on to get deeper, right? To get some of that other stuff out. So once we are deeper, then they can go deeper. So that is a reason to celebrate as well. But what I'm feeling for them is they're going to have some celebration in how far they've come and recognizing the truth of that. But from my messages, there's still a little frustration there, okay? So there's still some attachments for them to really clear up and to change the way they are doing things, right? And so for the feminine, the energy surrounding the moon to be aware of, 3 of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. That's the going in deep, okay? So this moon is opening up so much for us in the deeper part of us, okay? So they're letting us know right around this moon with all this truth coming through that it is okay, that we are protected, we will get through this, but it is something that is needed to be done. So So there it is, and they're both 3s together. It makes a 6, which is, this is all out of love and unconditional love. So no matter what's going on in the 3D, but it's reasons to celebrate. It's a good thing. So he's in a good vibration, and that's always good, and that always makes the karmic stuff go away. But for the feminine, we're going in a little deeper. Some dark stuff is going to unearth around this time. But like it said, it's going to be a time that we can change direction and we can be open to going in that dark place. Also helps us figure out what other path we want to take. So the divine is going to be giving us messages within that dark space. But it's to understand that this is going on right now. It's really opening up for us. So if some things are really getting at you and upsetting you, that's why I really have been urging these healings, because we will really want to be in a lighter space when this dark starts to come out, okay? And it's going to help us then move towards our more of our sensual side, because most of this dark stuff is attached to that, and that's why we push it down. So know that with this full moon, we have the ability to release the past. So going within to those dark spaces, even with the Mercury in retrograde, that's what happens. We kind of slow down and recognize all these things we want to clear out. So use this in a positive way if we can. So they're letting us know this moon's doing it, the Mercury in retrograde. See, there's a reason why I did all that, to let you know you can use this in a positive way. Yes, will it come up and be somewhat upsetting? Yes, but you can release it now. Tell them we can release the past. And so then they are in a good spot. They're in a light spot, and we're going toward maybe a little bit the darker stuff. But since we are healing all our light stuff, and we've all been doing that, and even people have been doing it, is helping the collective to raise up in that vibration, raise up within that light. So it's going to be okay. All right. All right. So to be aware of, to focus on, to surrender for the masculine at this time is Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So anything that's blocking, well, it's the karmic stuff. The karmic stuff goes right to the heart. So any of that karmic stuff, they're wanting to release more and more of it so they can follow their heart with true intuition, okay? And trust their messages that are coming through. So even, if this is the intention. So when doing our ritual, that for the feminine, if you're not in contact or whatever's going on and you want to make an intention, it's to release more and recognizing now that's more surrounding their heart, and then that stops their intuition. So ask for the ability for the masculine to release more karmic energy surrounding his heart so he can get in there and have more love for his situation, even around him, because of course we want that for him first. We want him in a healthier space, okay? So for the masculine watching, yes, it's still time to release some of these things at this time, to recognize within the moon, the truth that's coming through, the retrograde, what from your past karmically can you release so you can have more love and you can follow your intuition better, okay? And so for the feminine to release, to be aware of, to surrender, is Page of Gabriel. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. So it's like up here saying brave, being brave, okay? So releasing any of that fear surrounding the ability to go within, to get the dark stuff out and to release it, and following our passion, staying on our path, staying more and more within our feminine energies, and it's the sensual energy, sacred sexuality, that there it is, okay? And then following that light and really going within there and releasing anything that's gone on in the past with a masculine energy that shut down our sexuality, okay? That's part of this right now. So getting rid of that, following the passion, continue on the path from these blockages, and recognize that, like it said, we are protected. You are okay. This is an opportunity to go more toward excitement and adventure, okay? So like I said before, we release the fear, replace it with excitement. Train your brain. It is excitement, especially when it comes to the masculine, when it comes to wanting to be with him and to be on this journey and to create, right? All around. So instead of being nervous and worried about the situation, it's replacing it with excitement. So feminine, release any fear you have surrounding even coming back together again, any type of communication that's going on. They're guiding us toward this light. We're coming out of the darkness of that past stuff, and they're guiding us toward this light. So surrender just being aware of whenever this stuff comes up and we get fearful and upset, get excited, because this is setting us off on our path even more so. We're going more toward a better adventure, better than we could have ever imagined. We're getting rid of that dark and going more toward the light and the flame and more toward our purpose and the union. So get excited about it instead of fearful, and release any shame, blame, guilt surrounding your sexuality, okay? So focus on receiving during this full moon is, for the masculine, 8 of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So 8 is the abundance, so that's good, and his abundance is protected. And as we can see here, yes, you know, his manifestation, his manifestations and everything are coming through. It's a happy time. It's a celebration within the 3D, okay? And it's even within the karmic, because we realize they're really stepping away from a lot of those things. And they're also making the choice, okay? It's not about all these women here. They're making that choice better and better, choices for themselves when it comes to all the feminine energy that's surrounding them. And so they recognizing, they want them to receive the ability to recognize that they can be free and they are courageous and they can see things clearly. So being more open for that. So it's like these are switched around, but no, it's kind of like they're really wanting you to follow your heart. So release that karmic stuff so the love can come through and you can have more of these messages. And so receive them. You can be free. These are the messages. You can be free. You have the courage to change the situation. And you can see things clearly now, right? They're wanting them to accept that, recognize that, because they're releasing any of this stuff that was blocking that. So recognize it, masculine. This can happen. They're there to support you. These moon energies are there to support all of it. Now, things may come up to push that button, but that's what we're wanting. So we can recognize that I release that. That's not the path for me anymore. I'm not going to go back into that. You're not getting me in that karmic drama, okay? So for the feminine to receive is perspective. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So there it is again. Pause for reflection and insight at this time. They want us to take that step within, because there's a better way. We clear out that past stuff, recognizing it, and now there's a better way, right? There's this adventurous, exciting way, instead of, when it comes to our divine feminine energies within the sexual, sensual part, because we've all gone through this. We've all had something happen that kind of shuts that down, or we're wanting to reopen that, because that's truly how you come into closer and closer into union. Being so comfortable within your sexuality makes you so much stronger within your feminine, divine feminine energy. So it's taking that moment, receive the moment, take a deep breath, go within, meditate, do what you got to do. Even if you have to do past life healings, regressions, I put that up on my website. Whatever. It's during this time, because we're starting out the new year and we want to go in strong and full of light. No more baggage and not that darkness a part of us, right? We're starting off the gate. So perspective, and this type of perspective is a number 3 as well, okay? So this is like the hangman, but there's another way. Yeah, there's a brighter way. We still have that darkness, so get out of the darkness. But the number 3 is manifestation. So the more we get rid of this dark stuff, the more, like they have 8, the more their abundance is coming through, as we can see, celebration for that. But the more our manifestations are coming through for us as well. So as part of it, they want us to receive is the ability to notice the darkness and release it, okay? Release it here. Okay, and that way we get to follow our passion and go toward the excitement of our journey instead of the pain that we went through at some point in time along our journey. Okay, so the divine energies that are surrounding us during this moon is King of Ariel for the masculine. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. Very nice. Okay, and the resources, it's like seeing the real feminine and within love. Okay, and so he's becoming more of his masculine energies. So any plans he's making, they're just turning to gold, because the feminine is now in a better place. Although, we're going to be clearing this stuff, we're going to be in an even more better place. Okay, more loving, more unconditionally loving, because we're more unconditionally loving for ourselves. And we're not shutting ourselves down because of what happened to us. Okay, so that helps him out. So those are the energies surrounding him by the divine, a loving energy. No matter what this karmic stuff is going on here, this is a happier one, so that's good. And then there's this protection of, you know, okay, well, let's get it off the heart. Let's get these things done and know you're protected within who you are. You're protected with the true feminine energy here, right? And then recognizing it here. And so coming to that love. And so for the divine energy surrounding the feminine for this supermoon is 9 of Ariel. So this is awesome. Like the divine, no matter what is going on with this moon, as we know, there are some negative aspects out there and the Mercury in retrograde. No matter what is going on, there's the love that the divine is surrounding us with. So your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. Okay, and one of them is our masculine. There he is. And clearing out those chakras, doing whatever it takes. Your dreams are fulfilled by doing the hard work. Okay, it's the hard work brings the success, and that's going within. This moon is this time. And really, there's going to be some negative energies around us, but that's how we become more light. Okay, so here we go. They're surrounding us with love. All right. And they're wanting us to end anything that's stopping that love for ourselves and for our divine masculine. So that number 9. So, all right, overall outcome energies to be aware of for the masculine this week. 4 of Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. Yeah, it's kind of like he's been doing all this and yeah, there's great energies. Like happiness is there to be had. Okay, manifestation and happiness is there to be had, but there's this thing right here. There's needing to be released and more karmic energy, being able to notice what's on his heart and notice the love, and then getting those messages. So the insights come from quiet meditation, right? So that's the outcome. It's a number 4, which is also foundation. So they're kind of just trying to create this next foundation in their life. Getting out of that karmic energy, recognizing what's around them to do so, okay? And then the need to just kind of take a step back. And this is Mercury in retrograde anyway. And seek relief from stress. So that's good. So then they've been working just like we're working and recognizing, okay, it's time for them to sit a little bit in it and recognize what they want to start now. Whatever they've released, whatever they're releasing at this time, these outcome energies of this moon is like, yeah, what are the messages? What are the things? And what can I do with it now? And they're sitting within it, almost like us with our pause during the moon. Okay, and the overall outcome energies for the feminine to be aware of, nice solutions. Number 5, positive change. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Forgiving the past and healing it out so you can have this future within your feminine energies. So here it all is telling you. Okay, objective compromise. Okay, the ego being compromising in there, because that's part of it, is the ego that's stopping us from doing things because of what happened to us in our past. So that ego is going to be taken out, and we're going to have to look through it, right? We're going to have to go past it to get within. I mean, these cards are pretty kind of dark. Look at this darkness, right? So that's where really the darkness needing to come out. So, and if we do that as well, the overall outcome is they're going to take their rest and then their darkness, because their darkness is starting to come out. Okay, we're all a part of it. So we're healing both sides. A lot of people have been doing that. They've been helping with their masculine by doing healings for him as well. So once we start doing it, then they get through it. So we have this perspective and this solution right here for the feminine with this moon, which are arcana, so it's happening. Okay, taking that moment, that's what they want us to do. Receive that, receive the dark messages, the things that we need to clear out, and then the solutions come through as the outcome. Success from the compromise of the ego. Going past it, getting within, recognizing, and then even changing it. The compromise, changing it, so it doesn't stop us anymore from feeling our beautiful feminine energies in full out form. Okay, so what's going on in the 3D to be aware of during this moon? And so we have until the 22nd to really work on this. And then maybe some of us will just go shopping after the 22nd to buy those big purchases. because you get a lot of messages, and some of them may be, you know, what people desire around you, right? And then you'll recognize it after the 22nd, and you'll be able to get better presents. So you never know, but it's also about making that list. Okay, so the energy surrounding the moon in general for the masculine to recognize is, oh, there it is. Ancestors, generations. Okay, so some of this I'm recognizing that they have reasons to celebrate because some of this has been cleared away. Some of them have taken steps to somewhat break the ancestral karmic cycle, right? But this is generation, so it's still being worked on, and it's going to come up, and it's going to be understood. But this is the energy surrounding this moon, all this stuff coming up, so they can clear it, right? Clear it here, so they can release it, recognizing the things that their patterns, the things that have been put on them by their ancestors, that they can come out of and they can release. And that's that. I'm going to be doing a DNA healing as well to release what's called miasms. Miasms are energies that stick within us from our ancestors, and they can be healed with certain frequencies that take them out of you. So I'm having that as well. So all of this is kind of coming together because these are things I've been urged to do with clients, and because of the clients, you know, telling me what they desire to have done as well. And so some of that's happening too. So going in within the past life, and then healing that, and then actually healing within the DNA, those miasms, those energies that are stuck within us that create us to be, say, the victim or certain things like that. And so when you release that as well through those certain frequencies, that helps you to open up and be your true person without those types of energies within your DNA. So that's what's part of that. I guess they want me to talk about it, and here it is. And so for the feminine, the energy surrounding the moon, to be aware of within the 3D is ocean. Yep, ebb and flow. So going within the emotion and releasing it, okay? This is the time. There's the emotion, going more toward the light. So all this going on with your emotions, getting within them and releasing them, letting that flow. Releasing the past. There it is. So it's allowing it. This moon is really allowing that. It's going to shine a bright light on what these things are so we can release them. And so for the masculine to be aware of, to surrender within the 3D is vision quest. Yeah. Anything that's stopping his vision quest, anything that's stopping his vision, once again, those psychic abilities, right? Releasing all that. But it's also here, it's like being so dry, like the desert, you know, not having enough emotion, especially in his heart. So all that karmic stuff that's stopping him from having that emotion of his heart and those psychic abilities, releasing any of that. So this is the time for whenever's going on to recognize, to do something about it. Okay, emotionally, do something about it. And a lot of the time, the masculine just kind of just turns a blind eye, a deaf ear, and doesn't pay attention to what's going on around them. They just want to just keep doing what they're doing. But now's the time that these emotions are going to pop up, and those negative ones are going to be released, and then have more of the positives surrounding them. So it's more about the emotions, being able to go within the heart and have those visions toward his vision quest and what he truly desires within the divine energies. But there's this lack of emotion within it, and that's what's needing to happen. So I feel that things are going to be popping up for them as well, and them having to navigate their emotions a little bit better, and then replace it with a positive emotion, kind of like over here for us. All right, so we're going at the same pace here for this moon, things going on for us, but theirs is going to be less tumultuous and less of a darkness going on, actually, for a change. Okay, but for us, that's what we're really having to clear. So then they come along and they can truly clear their karmic stuff too. And it also has to do with the, you know, a past life that we had with them. So when we're clearing that out and we get feeling better about our feminine energies, we're clearing it for them too. Okay, so what they want to, the feminine to surrender within the 3D, to be aware of, is celebration. Anything that's stopping us from celebrating our full out, beautiful, gorgeous, look at that body, feminine. Okay? And then anything that's stopping us from that dance with the divine. And part of that dance with the divine is going into the dark, getting it out, clearing it up, making it light, replacing it with the positive, recognizing we can have a positive part now. It doesn't have to all be negative when it comes to our feminine sexual energy. We can always feel better and better about it, but there's a need to release even more so you really step into it and feel those energies. So that's what they're wanting. I mean, here it is. And you're getting the opportunity for an exciting adventure, for this celebration. It's just having to do the work first. Release the past, okay? So what they want the masculine to know to focus on, to receive within the 3D, submerge. Ha! You know, it's so funny. Yeah, get that water. Like, this is so like, there and dry, and then here are the emotions, and they want in the 3D to thaw this out. I mean, it's needing the emotions that are stuck. They're wanting them to receive the better emotions, receive the passion of this in a way, receive their divine masculine, knowing that he can be free. He can be free if he sets those emotions free and he lets this kind of melt into this, right? And then it's nurtured and it feels better and it's hydrated so it can function better, okay? So his thing, like, you could be free, he can be free of all that being closed up. He could be free of this by letting it melt and just happen. So they're wanting to receive this message right here, that motion is good, let it flow, let it happen, even if they're negative ones that are popping up, okay, then how can you replace it with a positive, okay? Just like with the fear, replace it with excitement, right? Let's see, anger, replace it with, you know what, this went on, I got through it, it's going to be okay, I learned my lesson, I can move on, you know, certain things like that. And so, and then the better messages from, they're wanting to receive better emotions from the divine, and recognizing how to replace those emotions. And so what's they're wanting the feminine to receive within the 3D? Crystals. Ooh, focus on the crystals. So crystals are going to help us at this time when we take this pause and we go within. Okay? And what's really funny is that my DNA healing has to do with crystals too. So we go within and we do all this. And so we're also going to focus on the crystal that comes up to understand. But they're saying when it comes to our emotions, these crystals are going to help us. So they're wanting us to receive that and recognize it. And it's so weird with these two cards. Look at them. Wow. So I'm saying, like, at this moon, there's these things that are similar that are going on for us. But ours are needing to really be... to be transmuted and to really be helped and to really clear them out, all right? And the crystals do that. The crystals electrify things. They make them even more so. So these crystals will help us be protected at this time while we're going through that pause and that hangman type of situation, and we're going within. And then you have these two cards. See, look at that. Vision quest, celebrate. And so they get more into their vision quest if we get more into our feminine, sensual energies, okay? All right, so divine energy surrounding us that they want to know in the 3D for the masculine is innocence. Yes, the innocence of all the karmic stuff. Getting it off your heart. Recognizing you're innocent, okay? These things happened. We were affected by the ancestors and the decisions we made in past lives, and that innocence is still there, okay? That's what they're surrounding you. The innocence of this unconditional love, all the beauty, and the plans are working out as long as you recognize your innocence. The feminine's helping with this now and releasing it. And then also, you know, getting within your heart with the heart, color of the heart chakra, getting within your heart and getting those messages, because all that karmic stuff is being released with the help of us as well, okay? The karmic stuff that we were together in our past lives, releasing that. And any other masculine energy for the feminine that has created this problem within your sensual energy. Okay? I know it's scary at times. I know it can be upsetting to revisit that. But like it said, Mercury in retrograde is really strong, and that's where you revisit the past and you change things and you see a different path. All of this is being clicked together. That's why I've been guided to do these healings, obviously, and it's all working out. So here we go. So for the divine energy surrounding the feminine to be aware of in the 3D is island, solitude. To recognize that, okay, that karmic stuff is stuck in there. And we are protected to do it, okay? I can't make these things up. And then we can go to the light, send it to the light, okay? And then we're no longer like this island, because we have been. A lot of us have not been in contact. We feel alone. We're all upset. And this is why we're needing to heal. If he's not in communication, there's more to heal. Okay? I can't stress that enough. And I'm sorry that's upsetting. I know it is. Been there. Done that. I'm on the other side of it. It's so much better once you get rid of this stuff. Everything in your life gets better, okay? So this is why I'm urging. This is why they're urging. This is the time to do it, okay? All right, so, sorry. Okay, so the overall outcome energies to be aware of for the masculine in the 3Ds. Yay! Fairies, earth magic, yes. All this stuff is going on with this moon, okay? And then the divine is surrounding us with this. Okay, this is what we have that we can take, masculine. This is what you have, and it's not going to be as bad, but you're going to be clearing through some of these things in order to get more into the vision quest, right? And not be so dry in it, and have more of your emotion. Once again, more emotion, not being so stuck within it. You are free to feel emotion. The emotions will start flowing freely, okay? And then you can feel this in the 3D. You can feel the magic of the karma coming off of you, going more toward the light and everything being lighter, having to take that rest because it's pulling out of you as well. You're recognizing it, and then you're kind of taking this rest because it's not fully on you. We're taking it off. And so the overall outcome energies for us to be aware of for the feminine within the 3D is breach. Yes, breaking free within our energies, within that sacral chakra, within that divine feminine energy. This is our chance. Now we can see it as terrible, just like even this journey, we can see it as terrible, just too much, as, you know, I don't want to do this, I can't do this. Okay, but no, this is what's surrounding us. Okay, this is what we can focus on. Use crystals, use the positive stuff, get at the positive emotion. This is what they're wanting for us, getting within those better energies, and in doing so, you get closer to union, closer to physical contact at least, okay? So you're breaking free, you're breaching, you're having that strength. We're all here for one another to help. All the light workers are there to help, okay? Reach out if it's too much, but you've come this far. So you've done so much work. So are you going to stop and then fall back down? Or are you going to go take that moment, take that time to release whatever's gone on to you, with you, and get out of it? Get more toward the light and break free and know that you have this strength. There are solutions, success that comes from objective compromise within that ego, within those karmic energies, self-control and patience needed. Yes. And then forgiving and healing energy. Forgiving whatever went on in the past life, especially with the masculine, and letting it heal. So you can come into a better union, a better relationship, better physical contact, and even better sexual energy between one another. And then you now are creating more of your life purpose. You're creating more of a better life that you desire, because this negativity, no matter what, for anyone needs to be released, but definitely for this journey. Okay, so let's see what we have in store to be aware of within our romance and passion and love we can hold on to, because it's going to be a bumpy one. So let's hold on to the good messages. That's why I put out that what's good about Mercury in retrograde, what's good about this moon, recognizing how we could be more positive surrounding it, so we don't step into any more of that karmic drama, okay? The energy surrounding the moon for the masculine, having to do with romance, to be aware of is it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So opening up the heart, right? Opening up the heart more of that karmic energy, being more open for those messages and for giving and receiving love. So the more we let that karmic stuff go, the more they will want to be giving. They're open to be giving, and they're going to get more messages from us. So giving and receiving love, getting rid of that stuff from the past in the 3D where we're doing it, helping them as well. And so for the energy to be aware of within romance for the feminine, with this moon, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. That is a major romantic gesture, isn't it? To go in there and to heal whatever went on in the past and to just forgive and let it go. All right? So, karmic energy surrounding masculine energy in general. So we're making that romantic gesture. We're expressing our love instead of being upset with it all. And then he then feels safe for the love because we're no longer upset with him. We're releasing all of that, getting more into our feminine energies. And so then he feels safe, right? So this is the energy around the moon right now for both of us. And so what they're wanting him to surrender when it comes to romance with this moon is love yourself first. Yeah, self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and, well, yes, anything that's stopping him from loving himself, okay, any of that negativity and all that stuff, this not recognizing his true masculine and his true vision quest, right, and all that stuff around the heart. And, of course, see, like he's within the water, right, and this big hunk there stuck in the water, but is it really flowing? Maybe a little there, but you know what I'm saying. So, but also getting outside of himself when it comes to love as well, like putting that love out there. So anything that, like, they want him to release his emotions, right? Going within first and release the emotions. So releasing of his emotions, those more positive emotions within his passion, right? Knowing he is safe to do so. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So yes, release anything that's stopping him from being in that divine masculine energy, which we're helping with. And also, actually, instead of it all about being all about himself, is kind of releasing some emotions out there for us, for communication as well, right? Communicate with us with a loving way. So release that because it's in your heart somewhere, masculine. So start maybe, possibly releasing that, opening up that heart and giving, right? Instead of being shut down within the karmic situation, being more open, releasing all of that, releasing the love, releasing the passion out there, put it out there for communication. Just quite possibly. Okay, so for the feminine to be aware of, to release with these moon energies for the romance is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Anything that's stopping you from that. Okay. Being more positive. Okay, so release the negativity, right? So we can call in this. So here it is again, right? Getting more into your feminine energies, releasing anything that's stopping that, releasing anything that's helping us have better affirmations and visualizations, better visualizations of the masculine, releasing all the negativity of the past so we can call him in, okay? And so in order to receive, what to receive for the masculine at this time? Ooh, your love life is being affected by children. So receive more the healing within the inner child, but also it is with the healing within his divine masculine energies, right? So your love life is being affected by that inner child work, that what he's not picking up on, he's not connecting with. So they're wanting him to receive more love for himself, right? Love yourself first, and then the inner child heals, the inner divine masculine heals a little bit better, okay? And it's so kind of cute because here he is, and then now he's loving himself first, so he's really growing up, and then he's, bam, here, and it is safe for us for him to give the love here, more so, okay? And we're on our high horse, but there it is. So yes, the children are affecting it, recognize that, so receive more of a loving, caring energy for yourself, right? Loving yourself first. So we're removing any of those blockages so he can step more into his masculine. As you can see, it's also the sacral chakra color. So he's stepping more into his receiving any messages that helps him to melt this iceberg because he's warmer and more loving about himself and be free of any of the negativity of the past and all that karmic energy. So to receive all these energies, recognizing that he can do this, this is there for him to open up and to receive those energies. Oh, okay, so for the feminine to receive all the, those better messages and the crystals helping us, and for the romance, what we're there to receive is enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So during this time, the honeymoon, so during these moon energies, they want us to receive the bliss. Remember, get back to that. Open up Take that pause and then get rid of the negativity and open up to remember the beauty of any parts of this journey. Okay? Any parts of this journey, because we're on this journey. We're moving toward a better foundation, more light and love. And so remember the good parts. That's how you're going to heal the bad parts. is kind of replace them with the lighter parts about all this. Because there's a reason why we love this man. Or, you know, masculine energy. There's a reason why we love it. There's a reason why we crave it. We want to be with it. So that's what you want to focus on. That's why this whole energy right now is, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can be negative about this moon, about the Mercury retrograde, about our path, about the masculine energy, about the feminine energy, where we're choosing to go toward the positive, seeing the positive side of all this, you know, coming out the other end and going more to the light, because we are light people, light beings, and a lot of us light workers. So we're going to see the beauty of this moon, because we're going to get in there a lot more and get the gunk out. We're going to use the Mercury retrograde for going into the past and, you know, overlooking like what we can change. You know, the buried truths and the thought patterns that we can change that have been blocking us, and really release all these things right now, okay? It's a new opportunity to, like you said, to tap into our subconscious, through all this stuff that's in here. Mercury retrograde is going to help us even more get through all this and know that we are protected at this time, okay? So the divine energy for the masculine to be aware of surrounding romance is, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Taking off the mask. And see, the feminine is taking off the mask. She's taking this stuff off to get back to the innocence and the beauty of the masculine. Okay, taking out, yeah, so you can get to this love that the planets are working out and using resources wisely. Yeah, us. They're using us. The feminine energy right now to take off this mask, to really get in there and get rid of all this stuff. So these energies are going to help him then take off his mask and become that masculine. That's even funny, right? Because they wear this mask for us, for we to recognize that, yes, we're not being truly honest with ourselves. They lie sometimes and we get all upset and they don't follow through, but are we being truly honest with ourselves? Are we truly healed? Are we truly 100% within our feminine energy? Okay? So they're surrounding them with this, and you know the masculine gives us messages, so they're surrounding him with this to be like, okay, they've let us know, and then now they're recognizing, yeah, that the relationship isn't as great as we kind of put out there sometimes. Because in the past we've been hurt, and yes, do we get angry and say all these things, but there's a needing to be healed, okay? So we can step more toward that better masculine. So it's even like, you know, to him taking off the mask, moving more into his masculine energies up the line, and then being able to give it to us. See, it's all like a story that goes throughout. And so the divine energy surrounding the feminine for romance is passion. Yay, finally a nice card. It's great to get these cards that are just like kind of the opposite, because it gives us even more messages, because I could just be like, oh yeah, here's the passion. Okay, everyone knows what passion is, and allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Woo, you know. But the real messages come through when you're like, what the heck is this card meaning? Oh, that's what it's meaning. So passion, yay. At least we're getting that passion. But we're like, we are really... What it's saying to me is allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. In order to do so, right, you got to get in there in that solitude and then release anything that's stopping you from having your dreams fulfilled. And here's the thing, like, here we are just giving in. Like, I give in already. I want this masculine energy. I want this passion. This is what we truly have been desiring. And then in order to get it, we have to feel like we deserve. And most of the time when we've been hurt in this way, we get that feeling of, I don't deserve anything, do I? I don't deserve anything. He doesn't give me anything. He doesn't do anything for me. I must not deserve it. And that's what you get into. And then we don't receive. So now we're going to open up to recognize what we desire, right? And then know we deserve it, because we're healing that energy, and then we can receive. We can receive the dreams being fulfilled. And that's the hard work that leads to great success, right? So we're allowing our heart to open up, allowing that karmic stuff around our heart to get out of there and let our soul sing with joy, with this passion. That's what the divine is surrounding us with, the opportunity to do that. And for the masculine, the overall outcome within romance is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And if you see this, what it really means to me, the feminine energy. The flow, the feminine energy's flow. It's coming through. It's going to be magic. Earth magic, and they're going to have that rest for this foundation, but we've done some of the work, and so therefore it's helping even more so. This is what we signed up for, feminine. This is what we're doing. This is our time now to get into our little karmic stuff. Instead of looking at the masculine so much, what is that deep karmic stuff surrounding our feminine sexuality, sensuality, the shame, the blame, the guilt. I do not deserve because of my shame, my blame, my guilt. Releasing it, figuring it out, and even surrounding all masculine energy, but especially our masculine within other lifetimes that has happened to us. Okay, and so overall outcome for the feminine to be aware of in romance is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And that is basically it. Okay? It's hard to do it alone in that solitude or whatever. It's hard to, okay? So in order to break free within this feminine, getting help from the divine, getting help for other light people around you, light workers, like really, if you're feeling urged to get the help, it's very important right now because this path, this journey that we are on, it's very important to keep going. We don't want to fall behind at all. We don't want to fall back into those dark energies. And obviously with this moon, they're going to be brought to a major light. They're going to be poking at us, and then there is a way to release it. We can take it and release it. There are many modalities out there. There are many ways of us doing this so we can step more into our divine feminine energies and in our divine purpose. Okay? So, what... angel guidance at this time for the masculine and angel guidance for the feminine. For the masculine, oh, there it is. Heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. So this is what's coming through for them, the heart chakra. They're healing that heart chakra, as we know, needing to, so they can follow their heart and those inspirations, so they can feel safe to love, so they can love themselves first. Is really dealing with the heart chakra. And so for the feminine at this time during the moon, change in direction. Oh boy, yeah. So the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Now, this is self-explanatory. I know you all are getting tired of me saying about, you got to get in there, you got to heal. But yeah, change in direction. We were going in the one direction and still had this darkness in us. Now we're going to change that direction. Be like a newborn, right? It's directed by your newborn willingness to open our heart even more so and let out the darkness. So, for more of this love. So, it's truly, yeah. Okay, and then we do it, they do it, you know, and they do it even faster. Now that we know what it is that's holding them back somewhat. Okay, so let's see what Archangel, the masculine, is working with. Whoa. To help at this time. We use all the help we can get. Let your friends help you, right? So for the masculine, hello from heaven. There's those ancestors. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Let go of the cycle and feel their loving blessings. They're there loving you, not judging you for what the things that you don't do because that they wanted you to do. Okay, so that's when I do that mediumship healing to recognize, yes, these messages come through, they're good, they're wanting you to change this, they're stop the cycle, okay? And for the feminine is compassion. Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Yeah. The situation, what happened in the past and clearing it. Soften your heart, get in there, know that you can help with this, okay? And then let's do, this was the Archangels, right? Yeah. let's do the Ascended Masters. What Ascended Master to be aware of? So it's Azrael for the masculine, it's Zadkiel for the feminine, and the Ascended Masters to be aware of. So ask for help from is El Moira. Clear and shield your energy. So it's going to help clear any more of that karmic stuff and shield and protect him from any more of it coming onto him, right? And there's a lot of protection colors down here, blue and purples. So he being protected from any more dark stuff and having it come up off of him. And then we're having the more loving and the more sacral chakra colors for us. And so the Ascended Master, work your magic, Saint Germain, that transformation. He's going to help us work our magic and transform what's ever going on there. Transmutation. Okay. Now let's go to what would the masculine like the feminine to know at this time in the moon, and what the feminine would like the masculine to know. The communication. Yeah. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Yep, putting more love out there. And the loving words toward your relationship, toward this union, toward the path, toward the journey, and the divine purpose. And here's the moon. So try to be more loving as you get rid of that dark stuff. Loving words have the power to change someone's life. Okay? The love and releasing the negativity has the power to change the life, including your own. Okay? And there's the twins. So getting in there, going like, here, look, this is lighter. I got the dark out. Now we're lighter. And this is better. And that's 8. So your abundance as well. And then have patience. Wishes come true. Love is patient and kind always. Okay? In that darkness, have that patience with the darkness and the things that went on in the past. And knowing that the wishes can come true. That your life can change. His life can change as well with doing so. And then within those emotions, those darker emotions. And so the feminine wants the masculine to know, ha, yeah. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. And that's kind of like we're letting him know we're doing this for him. And that's a positive change. But also, and then having him do something for someone else. Like I was saying with this one, you know, you loving yourself first. Well, it's kind of like, yeah, but putting love out there too. So we're saying do something for someone else. We're doing something for you, for ourselves as well. As you know, he's saying it'll change our life as well. But do something for someone else in the way of put some energy into this and putting it out there. And that's a positive change. He's going to be doing more. And then the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So shift your focus from all this stuff that's going on around you and bring it back to love. Peace. So getting out of that karmic energy and just trying to sit within the love. That will help the feminine as well. So what's coming through? Okay. What? Rebel energy? Oh, yeah. In the world, not of the world, right? So in the world, there's abundance and everything, but not of the world, this beautiful feminine that we're stepping into, all of that, okay? But it's all being divinely guided. But the other thing is like being in the 3D, but not taking on the 3D stuff, being more recognizing the divine feminine sensuality, sexuality that's pulling you up out of it, and all the abundance that's flowing to you within the emotions surrounding how you feel about the feminine. And then for the feminine is listening for truth. Now, what is that? See the darkness? And then the truth coming through within your feminine energies, within your sexuality, sensuality. Okay, so it's an end to this darkness and a beginning to more of that sensuality. And that takes rebel energy. So masculine energy surrounding this moon for them to take hold of. And then the feminine energy. Oh. So, masculine. Set. Chaos. So being able to get through all that chaos, like I said, all that stuff is going on around him, but you know what? He can be strong in the face of chaos. Okay, that's good. And then especially this moon, right? All this stuff's coming out. And for the feminine, yes. Amaterasu, self-esteem, stepping more into our feminine energies because we're getting rid of all the past negativity surrounding them. All right, so we have those energies there. So anytime you're feeling like a little about yourself or what's going on, and that's just making it all come up to recognize it, then think of Amaterasu, giving you that self-esteem, giving you that strength to keep moving. Okay, so the crystal. Whoa. What are we doing here? Yeah, feminine, because yeah. More of the crystals because we're helping those crystals. Okay. Then we got for the masculine is black tourmaline. Protection. So he's needing protection from any negativity that's surrounding him as well. Black tourmaline absorbs negative energy and affords excellent energetic protection, enhancing your physical vitality. And this is having to do with that karmic situation during Mercury in retrograde. The communication's not so great, and especially with karmic situations, it can just blow up. Okay. So you are adaptive, adjusting to new places and new situations. You have clarity of thought and analyze situations rapidly. Let go of overcautiousness, but stay protected. You sense it when people wish you ill. You may be carrying a family or past life curse, creating dis-ease. That's that stuff up there. It's around them. So, dis-ease. Recognize the negative thoughts and actions, that negative thoughts and actions harm others and yourself. Strengthen your protection, consolidate plans, and be realistic. You'll soon see the way through obstacles, karmic situation. Ensure you are well protected. Ill wishing or envy may be directed your way. Neutralize bad energy without harm to others. Watch your thoughts. Attend to practical matters. Be generous and give others freedom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, letting go of the karmic situation. Natural. Okay. Right? So all this stuff that's going on, Mercury retrograde and all these things kind of swirling around. It's a new beginning within protection of it not really coming onto him as much. And then, so look at that. We got 16, 17. We got aquamarine. Aquamarine, hope. Aquamarine has long been a healing gem associated with the sea and also with stimulating psychic abilities. It was believed to protect against seduction. Whoa! You are deeply intuitive, but you need to assess this realistically. Do not be seduced by vivid images, wishful thinking, or spiritual claptrap. Use your imagination to create what is for your highest good, and well-being follows. If you fall into depression, remember that hope shines into the darkest places. Hope, this is going to get us into the darkest places. Remember it said there, we're going to take that pause and use the crystal. So if you can get this crystal, it's going to get you into the darkest places and release self-defeating programs. There it is. Listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. Accept what's on offer. Watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Remain emotionally detached, like really getting in there, getting rid of it, and then have the forgiveness and release the emotion that's attached to it. Avoid procrastination. Success may come in a court case. Stay positive and remember your family. There is no reason to lose the hope in your heart, since well-being is state of mind. Yeah, the ego. Remember that, having that whole ego thing. It's getting that where is it? Conscious, objective compromise with the ego, right? And so we also have the amethyst, which I love the amethyst, but I don't like part of this that it talks about. Inner peace. That's what we're going for, inner peace. So this is going to shine into the darkest parts of us to get that inner peace in the end once we release. A powerful protector, purifier, natural tranquilizer, amethyst calms the mind and balances extremes. You have addictive personality. Make a concerted effort to overcome such behavior or obsessions of any kind. An obsession is like pushing that down and pushing the dark away because we can't deal with it. That's being obsessive. And avoid overindulgence. Balance work and play. Understanding hidden causes of compulsive actions brings peace. Compulsive action is like, not being within our feminine energies and doing other things, like maybe even eating chocolate. Or, like certain things that we do compulsively to push down whatever's really going on with inside us. And hand your will over to your soul and allow your spirituality to flourish, right? There you go. Release self-defeating programs. Do not rely on others. We have to do it. Do not rely on the masculine. We have to do it. You create anything you set your mind to. Be shrewd in business dealings. Pay attention to your family. Maintain integrity and let the universe decide. Letting go of cravings leads to inner freedom and creates well-being. So instead of stuffing other things inside of us because of that dark hole that's there in a way that we're not filling it with what went on, what needs to be released, okay? So what are these emotions? What's going on? There we go. Right, flower. New beginnings for the masculine. Take this as an opportunity to rise from the ashes stronger and more determined within his divine purpose more so, and away from any of that karmic stuff, and healing his heart more within it. And so, sign from heaven. We're getting it too. Protea, your loved ones in spirit are waving hello and giving you reassurance that you'll be all right. So that's stuff from the past, right? So giving us reassurance that we will be all right. And that's Banksia and Protea. Okay, let's go to for the masculine, Magic, the fox. So he can have this magic. And then for the feminine, time to move, migration, time to move. This is going to help us move forward. What path are we taking? The lighter one, because we're clearing out the dark. All right, so then let's just go for Ganesha. What blockages at this moon? No, let's do this moon card. It's always interesting. Okay, for the masculine. And 2 for the feminine. Okay, from the masculine. Waning moon, introspection, self-inventory. So that's what's going on for this moon as well. Is introspection, self-inventory. And this is actually a deck about dreams, but I find it so relevant with the moon, so I use it. So you having introspection and self-inventory, and for the feminine, wow. Both of these together, look at that. Selenite, that's another crystal, right? So that's help with that crystal as well while doing all this. And spiritual activation, stimulation with that selenite. So this is going to help us when we're having to communicate with our inner truth. We know we are protected. The selenite is going to help us spiritually activate and stimulate everything. And know we are protected for this communication and inner truth. Now let's go to Ganesh. Whoa, what blockage. That's for the masculine, and for the feminine, what blockage and what gift he's giving. Promise of the future, recognizing his masculine energies, his abundance, and moving toward the light, toward his divine purpose as well. So, very nice. Taking down any blockages to that. And for the feminine, generosity. Yeah. Yes, we're being very generous doing this. I know what I'm asking of you, what's coming through me from the divine, it's what's being asked. It's not easy, but as we know, we signed up for this journey, and if we want to get truly rewarded, this is part of it, okay? So we're having that generosity about what we're doing here. So he's taking away those blockages of what's going on. I'm not wanting to do this. Why? Why are we doing this? Because the passion, okay? This is why. We're wanting that passion. And in order to get that passion, you need to fully be in your feminine energy. Okay? It's just the way it is. And you have to release all that other negativity, even surrounding what went on. Even in this lifetime of what went on. It's deep in you. Because it's being created, again, to show you what to clear in this lifetime in your karmic energy. That's why it's happening. That's why the masculine behaves the way he does. Because he's letting us know what we're needing to clear away. To start new. Okay? Alright, so hopefully this moon reading helps. Trying to keep it positive, trying to give you ways of staying positive during a time where they're trying to say it's going to be pretty negative. And so I hope, you stay in these better energies. Helps you get through the holidays as well, right? And you take care of yourselves, and happy manifesting, okay? So really put out there what you truly desire still, and sit within that, and have the faith and the trust that it's going to all come through, even though these things are getting at us. Have faith and trust, and keep plodding your way through it, okay? So Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and especially donating. And thank you to my clients who I adore, and we've worked so hard together. You're doing great. You truly are a gift to me. Okay, so thank you. And anyone wanting to come to me, I'm thanking you in advance, because the energies that are coming through and the vibrations that are happening and more of the healings that are coming through to me have been amazing and very helpful. So check out my website. If you're guided to, great. If not, I'll see you weekly, okay? Take care, share the love. Happy manifesting.